Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ankit Rajak, along with my co-host Megha Upadhyay. Welcome all our viewers and our today's speaker, Mr. Amit Jain, in this live webinar on how early stage startup can accelerate growth with LinkedIn, organized by Jabalpur Smart City and Jabalpur Incubation Center. Jabalpur Incubation Center is the first of its kind, designed and operated by Jabalpur Smart City, aim to provide ecosystem for startups and entrepreneurs. Now, I ask my co-host Megha to introduce today's speaker. Over to you, Megha.
Thank you so much, Ankita. So, majority of us uses LinkedIn, which also offers a unique platform for startups to build their brand, engage with industry professionals, and drive business growth by. So, today's session, we will going to learn new features of LinkedIn to optimizing your profile, building a strong network, creating building a strong network and engaging content and leveraging LinkedIn is advertising tool to target your ideal audience. Today with us we have Mr. Amit Jain from Pune, Maharashtra, who is co-founder of startup Hello Sports. He is starting his entrepreneur journey in 2019 with first venture Nifty K Run. And during the uncertain time of COVID-19, Nifty run had scaling from 0 to 10,000 plus orders and generating an impressive revenue of more than 10 million INR. He developed expertise to reach and manage over 500 plus riders, self-help group women from across India with the help of platforms like LinkedIn. So now I'm requesting Mr. Amit, kindly start your session.
Sure. Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure to be here. Thank you for organizing. Well, I'll keep it simple, like कि exactly क्या करा. I'll keep it in English so all can understand more effectively. Well, we all love to grow. We all want to do startups. We want to work in a corporate company. We want to scale in our career, no matter what segment you are at or in. A lot of social media comes into picture when when you want to promote yourself कि okay मुझे ये करना है या job जो भी करना है. You have to come out into the public, but how can you come out into the public? I'll take you through a journey very quickly for 5 minutes. Then we'll jump on to the LinkedIn, like how you can leverage LinkedIn particularly to attract what you really want to attract in life in terms of a career. Uh, so that will give you a leverage and a roadmap. Okay, why LinkedIn is so important and why I've been promoting it from a long time in terms of everyone who should be using this. Well, just to give a background, as of now, what I do is I run Hello Sports, a startup for people who want to play cricket. It's never been a simple journey, but yeah, it's been an adventurous. And we all, no matter you run a startup, run any company, you do anything, there's a challenges, they are struggle, but how you overcome through it makes all the difference. Uh, it's my second startup, Hello Sports. But before that, what I was been doing, I come from a town named Bhusawal in Maharashtra. Did my BCom there after 12th and all science. So the only option left is to apply for a job. So I moved from my rural town Bhusawal to Pune to look for a job. Then luckily after a month, the Bank of New York Mellon gave me a job, and that changed my life because coming from a rural to an urban and experiencing everything, what's a very big difference. And I always say that it doesn't matter where you come from, it always matter where you're going and how much are you putting in to get your stuff out. Well, when I moved to Pune, I got a job with the Bank of New York Mellon. Then along the period, there was one thing which I really kept doing, and it was like I really want to network with people. I don't know why, but I used to love talking to people without any expectations. Because होता ये कि आप लोगों से रिश्ता जब बनाते हो जब आपको उनसे कुछ मतलब हो. बट मेरे केस में था कि आई जस्ट kept meeting people without any expectations कि चलो कुछ तो करते हैं, कुछ तो सीखते हैं. And that has actually shaped my life entirely. To take you through a journey, 2012, I got a job at the Bank of New York Mellon. 2013 I started Mitti Kiran. At that time it was just an idea ki okay, we will collect clothes and books from people who want to donate and people who really want those things. So we started with a platform. I met my co-founder with the help of networking, Mr. Sakit Deshmukh, in 2014. That's how the journey began, and until 2019, fast forward, we did a lot of events, we did a lot of charity work, we did a lot of different kind of social stuffs. But over the period, I went to Jagrati Yatra. If you have never been to that, do plan it out. It helps you to network with 500 people across India and a couple of countries. Then Mitti Karang was growing. I had a question that okay, whether I should continue with my job or take my startup full time. Why I'm adding this point and the background story for LinkedIn particularly because the topic today would be earlier startups. And startup, we all go through this roller coaster ride all okay because there's nothing concrete. ऐसे ही work करती है. A lot of times it's all randomness. There's no proper rule book because even the people who have done a big startups, if we tell them to start again, it becomes a very big challenge because the circumstances are not the same. So I thought let's leave the job. So coming with only 1000 rupees in 2012 to leaving a very high end job in 2019 was a very big decision. I told my family कि मुझे job से निकाल रहे हैं, that my company is kicking me out because they will never agree to the fact कि इतना अच्छा जॉब है और मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ. बट आई वांटेड टू टेक अ फेथ ऑफ लीव ऑफ फेथ कि चलो मैं कुछ करता हूँ. फिर जॉब छोड़ दिया. टुक मिट्टी करंग फुल टाइम. In the initial time we had women entrepreneurs who used to make tea light candle, paper bags and all those stuff, and we sold it across Pune and couple of cities, uh, online and offline. Then in 2019 after Diwali I thought okay, it's time for me to backpack across India. So I just took my bag and a backpack like around 80 cities, 80, with 17,500 rupees, with one cloth, pair of jeans, and one backpack and all. So very lean, very budget friendly trip. I got stuck in Guwahati for 70 days in the lockdown, and then at that time we thought, "Ki, okay, let's do some fundraising for the COVID families who have been affected by it." So we were able to raise around like 20 lakh rupees around, and we were able to distribute to the entire families across India. Now this entire journey, like why I was able to do that, it's all thanks to the social media and particularly LinkedIn. Fast forward, then we thought ki, okay, now we have network across India for women entrepreneurs because in my backpacking I kept meeting a lot of women entrepreneurs. So we thought, I spoke to my co-founder ki, okay, for Pune women entrepreneurs we already have a platform, why don't we open it for across India. So then 2021 in the month of Jan we thought, okay, let's get the website ready. We started onboarding because very honestly it was e-commerce was very new to us, even for me, because I come from a professional background and working professional doesn't have a knowledge of the college of doing a startup with zero funding and all those stuffs. But we just kept doing, and in 1.5 years, fast forward for e-commerce, we were able to, as ma'am said in the earlier introduction, that we were able to cross around 10k orders in 1.5 years in terms of COVID, in the moment of COVID, and 500 plus entrepreneurs got onboarded. It was a very good learning, and we were able to raise around like clock around 1.5 cr revenue. Now again, why we were able to do that? 70% of revenue came through LinkedIn. So if you take my journey from getting a job, from getting backpacking across India, from living Mitti Ke Rang, getting living my Bank of New York Mellon, then taking Mitti Rang full time, getting early customers for Mitti Ke Rang, getting the fundraising for Milap, getting stuck in Guwahati, but thanks to network, I knew people who will host me over there. Then starting Mitti Ke Rang, getting this many orders across the globe, all thanks to social media, and the major contribution goes to LinkedIn. So no matter at what stage you are at in startup, you are a working professional who are looking for job, or you are in a college who want to start a startup, LinkedIn plays a very important role. Or for that generalization, I would say social media plays a very important role. Now, social media is one part. In that we have Insta, Facebook, Twitter, and all those platforms. If we talk about the current scenario for which I thought I'll be sharing about is algorithm. So if you have been using Facebook, Twitter or Insta in the early days of 2012, 2016, 17, आपको रीच बहुत ज़्यादा मिलता था. आप एक पोस्ट करो, आपको काफ़ी लाइक्स मिल रहे, कमेंट्स मिल रहे. बट अभी आप कुछ भी पोस्ट करते हो, आपको कुछ भी ट्रैक्शन नहीं मिलता है. नो मैटर इफ यू हैव अ मिलियन फॉलोअर्स ऑन इंस्टाग्राम, आप जो लाइक्स देखते हो आपके पोस्ट पे, वो नॉट इवन 1%. बिकॉज दोज प्लेटफॉर्म प्रमोट यू टू कि आप उस पर एड्स रन करो, वो सब चीज़ें करो. बट लकीली एज ऑफ नाउ लिंक्डइन इज द ओनली प्लेटफॉर्म जहाँ पे आपको ऑर्गेनिक रीच बहुत मैसिव मिलता है, जिसमें पेड एड्स बहुत कम लोग रन कर रहे हैं बिकॉज वो सब एंटरप्राइज कंपनीज कर रही है. फॉर द entrepreneurs like you and me who are starting early in their career, LinkedIn plays a very vital role because the early users, the early traction, the early media attention, all those things you get very easily through LinkedIn. सो ये एक लिंक्डइन की कहानी है, मैंने बैकग्राउंड इसलिए दिया ताकि आप रिलेट कर पाओ कि मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ और वेयर आई एम कमिंग फ्रॉम. Before moving on to sharing my screen, I'll just share a brief कि मिट्टी का रंग 2022 में like चल रहा था. Then we started Hello Sports in the month of December last year. It's been just 5 months. In 5 months, we are able to make a community of 17,000 players in Pune alone. Now, what is Hello Sports? You want to play cricket, but you don't have anybody to play with. No matter you are on a tier 2, tier 1 city, you need players to play with. Even though you have a lot of community group, society group, but the biggest challenge is coordination. की coordination कौन करेगा? Wherein we come in. You just come on the ground, we will solve everything for you. In terms of Hello Sports, you book a nearest slot for you and you can play cricket with us. So that's what we have been solving. यहाँ पे mental health, यहाँ पे networking, यहाँ पे health, यहाँ पे entertainment सब match हो रहा है. So that's why we are getting a lot of demand for this. And in just 5 months or 4 months for that matter, almost 2 million INR का revenue cross किया हम लोग ने. Bootstrap, 3 people team, no experience into sports altogether, and a lot of contribution goes to LinkedIn. So again, the journey I'm getting to, जो भी चालू किया अभी जो भी कर रहा हूँ, great help has been through LinkedIn. And before LinkedIn goes down, like other platform, is the right time for you to start LinkedIn journey. Now I'll share my screen. So I'll take you through a couple of strategies where you can grow your LinkedIn ad and what all you should be doing. I'll be taking this for 20 minutes max, and then if you have a Q&A, we'll be more than happy to answer that. So yeah, I'll just share my screen now. Ankush, can you move the screen? The
Yes, Amitji, your shared screen is visible now.
is my screen visible?
Yes.
Perfect. Cool. Are you able to see my LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Perfect. So this is the LinkedIn. Basically, I think a lot of people might know how LinkedIn looks like, or a lot of people might not know what it looks like because आप लोगों ने सबने अकाउंट बना लिया है, but उस पर कुछ भी हलचल नहीं करी है क्योंकि वो होता है कि डोरमेंट बना के रख दिया है. तो दिस इज हाउ लिंक्डइन लुक्स लाइक. सबसे पहला स्टेप, आप जो भी कर रहे हो, आप भले कॉलेज में हो, जॉब कर रहे हो या फिर स्टार्टअप रन कर रहे हो अर्ली स्टेज पे, या यू आर अ वेरी वेल स्टार्टअप फाउंडर हु हैव बीन डूइंग गुड बिजनेस बट यू वांट टू क्रिएट अ फाउंडर्स प्रोफाइल लाइक अ ब्रांड ऑन लिंक्डइन. So for everybody, I'll take you through more basic than little bit advanced, how you can make most use of it. So this is how LinkedIn look like. So the first advice which I give everybody कि आपका जो profile picture है, make it more friendly. So people would actually reach out to you because बहुत time ये होता है कि we really want to sound very interesting, very serious and all. So that makes people think कि okay, this person would reply to me or not. So be humble, like in your profile pic, be approachable, I would say. So this is a profile picture where which you can upload over here and make it, as I said. Then you have a cover picture. It can be anything, whatever you want to keep, but keep both of them, profile and cover. I come across a lot of accounts wherein you just put your brand logo on your profile picture, which I would really not recommend because then people hesitate to talk to you because you're not yourself out there. A business which you have been portraying out there. So if it's your personal account, make sure it's your more personal. Then this is how you can just add your bio out here. A bio could be a little bit not that big, just headlines what you do, not more than 2 lines. It people पढ़ते नहीं है, दो भी रखोगे तो काफी बढ़िया है. Then you, whatever startup you have been running, whatever business you have been running, or if you're on a top mid as an influencer, you're a freelancer, you're a working professional who are planning to do something, just put your website link out here. So you can do that by add profile section and by clicking edit and everything. This is how the followers look like. Then this is a featured option wherein you can just add a couple of your social media posts which you want people to read immediately to get what you exactly do. Then you have this news media, and yeah, you can add features out here. So it can be anything what you want to add. This activity column basically wherein whatever you post you can see out here. This all the post, comment, video, images and everything. Then we have the about section. It's very important section. Like in about, try to be really little bit elaborate करो उसमें कि क्या आप करते हो, क्या है क्या नहीं. And it's up to you. You can use as a third person or as a first person you're writing yourself. This is how you can just write everything about your journey, what I have mentioned out here. You can definitely look at my profile if you really need any help. How you can bifurcate your segmentations. Then this is the bio which I have written, and yeah, this makes more humble, and more people will reach out to you. कि, okay, you're someone who is open to talk to people, who is not hesitate to talk to people. Then it comes experience part, wherein whatever startup you have been running or part of, the Hello Sports, the Mitti Ke Rang, then I'm a member of MCCI, TAI Pune, Atal University Mission I'm part of, then all the expense comes out here. So skill recommendations are the one who your colleagues put out for you. It's like more of a review wherein you put on application on a website and all. This is a review which people give it to you in the received part, in the given part, which you give it to people. So this is about LinkedIn, very basic. It might help for everybody. Now I'll quickly jump onto the very main segmentation for which we all are here. And to start with, I'll just show you my first post and why I would recommend all of you to be very active on LinkedIn and what reach organically it can give it to you. You'll be surprised to see this post and the reach it got. So this was a post which I put it up 1.5 years back on Entrepreneur Day, I think, Startup Day, National Startup. This I started my companies kicking me out and everything. My company's kicking me out. This post I did. So I'll just show you the reach it has got. So this is a reach which I received on this post. It's like around almost 6,23,578 impressions. To get a paid ad for this, like you, if you want to get inorganic traffic, you would need to spend a lot of money. But imagine this reach. I got like 6 lakh views free of cost on LinkedIn just to put out what I really do and the story. And this many comments, this many likes. So this is the real power of LinkedIn, which I've been telling everybody to do it. So this is one of the posts. That's why it makes me a little bit eligible to share. Okay, कि LinkedIn क्यों फायदेमंद है और क्यों सबने आना चाहिए. Now I'll take you to the part कि कैसे you can grow your LinkedIn. And before that, this is the impression part. This everybody get this dashboard on their profile. If you click on it, it tells you कि okay, कितना आपका reach है, आपने कितने post आपके viral है and everything. So I think not sure why it's not showing out here. तक दिखा रहा था वो. तो यहाँ पे आता है पूरे कि आपके कितने पोस्ट पे कितने व्यूज आए, कितने इंप्रेशंस आए. सो इफ यू क्लिक ऑन दैट particular impression wala part, this wala part, you get to know. So example, if you just look out here, that the post impression for the past 7 days is like 20K reach I have got with just being consistent with my social media posts. Okay, I'll just check if this helps me to get my impressions out here. Okay, so you need to turn on your creator mode, so you'll be able to see that. So that is one way you get to know. Then this is a connection. This is the analytics which we get. If your creator mode is off, then I'll just go through the connections. So first, I just show you that how much reach I have got in terms of the post, for which I really advocate that you should be on LinkedIn particularly. And this is the connections network which I carry with me. So it's around 30K connections, but after 30K connections, you cannot add any more connection, but those people become your followers. That's why I get here 34,000 connections, which comes in. So now how you can do that, how can you make your LinkedIn very effective, and how any person can leverage out of that. The first learning or lessons I tell everybody is that you need to be consistent with your social media posting. We all think that LinkedIn is someone for who really want just जिनको job देखना है या फिर जिनको कुछ investors से बातें करना है, but this LinkedIn is for everybody. The सबसे पहला lesson कि no matter what type of content you have been putting up, it can be perfect. मतलब you don't need to have to a perfect content. It can be grammatically wrong भी हो सकता है वो. The first lesson is just put out the content on social media. The more content you put out on LinkedIn, particularly your social media, the more people get to look at what you have been doing. For example, अगर आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, सो यू कैन पुट आउट कंटेंट अबाउट व्हाट यू आर मोर पैशनेट अबाउट. सो वहाँ पे कंटेंट क्या क्रिएट करना है, दैट वोंट बी अ बिग चैलेंज फॉर यू. योर अर्ली एज स्टार्टअप, तो इन स्टार्टअप को अर्ली एज में क्या चाहिए, एमवीपी, मिनिमम वायबल प्रोडक्ट. के आपके लोग हैं जो प्रोडक्ट यूज कर पा रहे हैं. वो प्रोडक्ट कौन यूज करेंगे, जब जिनको मालूम रहेगा कि हाँ ये प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में एग्जिस्ट करता है. सो लिंक्डइन रियली हेल्प्स यू. द मोर यू पुट आउट ऑन लिंक्डइन, you really get uh, around the people who would really try and test out your product. So that really helps you to quickly test your product and then move on to the growth phase. So if you're an earlier startup founder, you basically use more of LinkedIn. To pehla, you make your profile very good, bio, get all your proper bio and everything set. Turn on your creator mode, so that will help you to get impressions. Itna kar liya, then start putting out more and more content about you, about your startup and all those things on social media, on LinkedIn. Now a lot of people tells me ki, okay, we come across a lot of posts wherein people say ki, okay, put one content a week, two content a week. Frankly, nowadays it doesn't matter a lot because I've been putting content almost every day on my LinkedIn from the last couple of years. And when we used to run campaigns for Mittikar, and we used to put out 5 content a day. And one more learning which I really got, that जो लोग आपका post like करते हैं, it's very rare that they would be buying something out from your what you have been trying to sell. The people who doesn't like your post, they are just observers of your work. They actually go and buy your product. So don't go more ki, okay, I should get more and more likes, more and more comments. It just how much content are you been creating out on the LinkedIn, because there are people who are silent observers, and they are the one who really buy stuff from you. So keep in mind that profile picture, that you don't put up your logo company, put out your profile picture. Second, keep release content more and more. You can release content one in a day. You can use couple of hashtags and all those things. Third, whatever new feature any social media comes out with, they actually gives you a lot of leverage in terms of algorithm. So I'll just check, I'll just add my this creator mode if I'm able to do that. If not, okay. So yeah, just a minute. So this mode, if it get on, it will help me to get more clarity. Luckily, it now. So that's how you can turn on your creator mode. Okay, it's not showing here. So nowadays what happening, like if you are new to LinkedIn and you want really good impressions, because impressions helps you to come across in front of a lot of people. So there's an option of poll, like if you go to the home page and you put out couple of poll on your LinkedIn, this is how you can do that. Create a poll. So whatever question you want to put out here, put a question, put up options. And hota kya hai ki, this is something like poll is something because in people really like to vote on something what they have been doing. They really want to put out their consent, yes or no, on couple of topics and everything. So poll really helps you to get more and more impressions in the early stage. So every day you can wake up in the afternoon, whatever time you want to post, just put out one content in terms of a poll. So what it helps you with, that it come across in front of a lot of people on their LinkedIn, even though they are a second or third connection, but they can put a vote immediately, because putting out a vote yes or no or whatever option you put out is very easy. So that helps you to grow your impressions like this pretty fast. And then when you put out more and more content about your work, about your journey, it comes in front of a lot of people because they have already been engaged with you in the past. So you can put out a lot of content in terms of poll, your personal story, your startup story, your application, how it looks like, website, testimonials, your memes, carousel, video, audio, posters, everything. A lot of options. So first, thumb of rule, put out content more and more on LinkedIn. Don't take yourself too seriously कि what people would think that ये post सही है गलत है. Personally, everybody would say to go for more quality. I won't deny that. But if you have a quantity as well, that helps you to learn how to go for more quality. What happens, example, we just keep sitting on a whiteboard on a Word doc कि okay, मैं क्या बनाऊँ, क्या नहीं डालूँ. But you put out content that helps you to learn कि okay, क्या डालना चाहिए. So with that, you attract a lot of people. Then with those content, with those media posts, you start getting lot of DMs, lot of connection requests. That's how your network grows. And with this network, you actually get to connect with a lot of investors, a lot of your potential B2B clients. If you are into B2B, if you're into B2C, you can get a lot of people out there. If you're a student, you can get a lot of internships. If you're a working professional, you can uh, get a lot of jobs. So that's how, the benefit of LinkedIn. If you put out pretty well, first thumb of rule, be consistent. Okay, I have to put out the content no matter what. Second, don't think that the content should be very perfect in the initial stage, because the more perfection you will go for, the more less action you will take. Focus more on taking action than being perfect, because the more action you take, by default you become perfect, because that will tell you unconsciously कि okay मुझे क्या put करना है क्या put नहीं करना है, in that way. Now, so this is first. Second, how you can grow more of your LinkedIn connections. पहला होता है कि how, okay, again यहाँ पे एक thumb rule है, not a thumb rule, but people बोलते हैं कि यार I really want कि to add only quality people, only this that, sorry, on any other social media. On Facebook you can add 5k connection, on Twitter you can have followers, on Insta you can have followers, but उनके followers में दिखता नहीं वो. LinkedIn में the more connection you have, the more leverage you have to reach out to them anytime. For example, if I would have thought in 2019 कि हमें only I will add people जो मेरे relevant of industry है, तो आज मेरे 5k 10k connections होते हैं, but आज मैं hello sports industry run कर रहा हूँ, because I've already been added or already have been a part of so many people out of 34 connections, 34,000 connection. Now, the moment I started Hello Sports, I already have all the people who would be my clientele, can become a good partner or could promote what we have been doing immediately. Because to send a text DM on LinkedIn, if they are not your connection part, पहले आपको connection request send करना है, उनने accept नहीं किया तो आपको email send करना है, और email के लिए you have to take a LinkedIn premium. Now, for my case, already have this many connection. So no matter what startup I start or what business I do in the future, I already have those people in my network. And more importantly, what mistake everybody does is कि they make connections when they need कि मेरे को इन लोगों से मिलना है बात करना है, तो आप need के लिए मिल रहे हो. They don't know you, they don't trust you. I was taking a session last weekend. A lot of people ask me कि Amit, we send DMs to a lot of people and they're like they don't respond to my message कि hey, they want to buy my product or all those stuff. I'm like, dude, let me tell you one thing. If you have been reaching out to someone सामान बेचने के लिए, even we don't entertain those people because we don't trust them. So build a trust. And how you build a trust on LinkedIn? By putting out more content, by getting yourself out on social media. The more you put out yourself more on social media, the more people will look at your profile. And imagine after a couple of months you're reaching out to them ki, hey, I need this help. Those people already know you. And how they know you? Because you put out content on social media. So it's a ripple effect. It's not कि okay मैंने ऐड कर लिया मेरा काम हो गया. It's a ripple effect and it will give you fruit. In my experience, imagine coming from zero background of e-commerce, we scaled to this level. Now we would say कि okay, we all would agree कि रागी लड्डू हो गया, sweets हो गया, cosmetics हो गया, any product, the best platform for everybody to sell is on Instagram. But would you believe that 70% of our product, be it cosmetic, be it artisans product, be it laddu, be it any food product, we sold 70% through LinkedIn, organic reach. That's what we have done. So because everybody's fighting on other social media, you have a very clear roadmap कि okay, हाँ post करना है, so that helps you to get more orders. That's how. Then when we did a fundraising, we already have a lot of people who trusted us because they used to see our content all the time. It really helped us to get more fundraising. So it's a ripple effect, what I'm trying to exactly portray out here. Now connections, how you can build more connection. Example, this is where you get a lot of people, this where get connection when people send to you. Homepage, example, you want to connect with investors or you want to connect with co-founders. So the best option is just search co-founder. And imagine with one click, you can reach out to the co-founders, founder, community builders, HR, corporate CEOs, anybody on LinkedIn. So co-founders, I want to if you want to add more people who are from co-founder, you click here, post, group, job, companies out here. I just clicked on people. Now, example, I just want to add people from Silicon Valley or California. So location ले लिया यहाँ पे, I just add California. Oh, sorry. Okay, there's some issue out here. I don't know what. Okay, for example, I just took United States out. Some challenge with my laptop. So you just search what location you want to add it, and you will get all the option. start connecting with them. So you can send a request to them, and trust me, 90% of the people do accept your connection request, because that's what LinkedIn is all about. 10% would be there who won't actually accept a request, but it's okay. It doesn't matter much. So you can add a lot of connections out here from this segmentation. Now, how to increase your more impressions? One of the trick which I really tell everybody, not a trick, but it's more of a human work, that whoever people you want to interact with, go to the profile, check the latest post and comment on the post, interact with them. Because even you would agree that if you put out a post, if anyone like your post or anyone comment your post, we tend to check who commented on a post. That makes us more intrigued कि okay किसने comment किया. तो you go on people, put out comments. Comments से दो तीन फायदे होते हैं. एक, जिससे आपको कनेक्ट होना है वो लोग आपसे कनेक्ट करते हैं. दूसरा, जो लोगों ने कमेंट किया, लाइक किया, इवन दो दोज पीपल चेक आउट द कमेंट्स, सो इवन दे गेट कनेक्टेड टू यू. थर्ड, जिसको कनेक्ट नहीं भी होना है, they come to your profile and check who is this person. So that's a ripple effect. Again, with one comment you get connected with, attracted towards so many people. So that's another thing which you can do, and this is are all very basic. These are all which I've been doing day in and day out. And trust me, you would say कि हाँ ये तो बहुत easy है करने के लिए, but the moment you start doing this, एक दिन, दो दिन, एक हफ्ता, seventh day you're like नहीं यार नहीं हो रहा है. So it's too easy to be true. वो वाला part इसमें है. So that's how you can build your profile. You can, so if I just take you again what I have been telling you from the last 20 minutes. Pehla, profile picture, cover picture, get your bio out here, contact info mein, okay, this is a contact info which I have put it out. So a lot of people, you want to reach out to them. If they don't accept your connection request or you don't have the number, email ID, you just go to the profile and just search contact info. The contact info, you get everything. If they have kept it open, almost open hota hai sab log ka, to आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. Then again, featured में you just add a couple of things. जैसे ये था, then I was Pune 30 under 30. This is more of a personal stuff, so it makes me more approachable. Then I happened to meet Prince Charles in Malaysia, in Commonwealth. So this four helps me to give my personality out to the public. Then there's a post, there's a bio, make it bio pretty good. Don't ज़्यादा बड़ी बड़ी बातें, don't try to be very big into the about. Keep it simple, keep it humble, keep it approachable. Keep exactly क्या कर रहे हो आप. Then experience comes out here, recommendations and all here. Then, as I said, if you really want to put out more impression, you want to get more growth for your LinkedIn in the earlier startups, founders, or companies, put out more content every day. One content. Start with LinkedIn poll that will help you immediately to attract more and more profile views on your LinkedIn. Then for the connections, you search with the segmentation you want to connect with. Go to the search tab, search co-founder, community builders, investors, HR, whoever you want to connect with. Put out the location, start sending the request to them. You can surely add a note to the while sending a connection request. If you really want to add, it's optional. So that's how you can build. And one thing, that if you send 50, 60 connection request, LinkedIn might block you, but it's okay. It again opens it up after a couple of days, so you can keep sending and do that exercise and keep building a network. So that's one way to get more connection. Second way, engage with a lot of people on their post, so you get a lot of connection and you really get good visibility. Third, the more content you put out, it comes in front of a lot of more people, and that's how you grow more of your connections. This other two main area, then these are the DMs you get, notifications, and you can turn on your creator mode, so all your analytics can be seen here. So this is how simply, with more simple stuff, I am able to get more out of LinkedIn. Mitti ke rang, we are able to make a very good sell no matter what product you sell. Don't try to sell directly. Try to sell subtly with more and more different type of content. Then Hello Sports, again, we wanted to connect with B2B and B2C advertising company. We already have a network on LinkedIn, so it was very easy for us to reach out to those people. So again, to conclude, this is how you can make your LinkedIn more in front of more and more people, no matter where you come from. Get the basics right, and you will get a more output. Don't think you have to be perfect. You have to be very grammatically right. और यू वुड से दैट हफ्ते में एक दिन पोस्ट करना है, वो भी नहीं करना. आप हफ्ते में 4-5 भी पोस्ट करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Why I tell this? Because example, now I'm active on LinkedIn right now. It's very high chance that I'll be active again in the night. So the more you put up, so you're coming in front of people who are active on those platforms at that time, because you don't know which post of yours will get viral. Again, if I open this post of mine, I just put this content out without any expectation कि कितना इसको reach आएगा. क्योंकि अगर मैंने इसमें बहुत दिमाग लगाया होता तो मैंने पहली बात तो पुट आउट किया ही नहीं होता, बिकॉज आई डेंट यूज मच ऑफ माई ब्रेन. I just wrote what I really wanted to write, and this is the reach I got. I never thought I'll be crossing this much. So with this, all the best for your LinkedIn, and you can connect me with on LinkedIn anytime, and any help whatsoever, I'll be more than happy to help you with that. So yeah.
Amit ji, I observe your work from last 2 to 3 years. आपका जो कंटेंट है, आपका कंटेंट काफी सिंपल रहता है, बट somehow you connect with social values and emotion. Let's take example of special campaign on ragi ka laddu, right? Like in Jabalpur and in many area we got ragi ka laddu, but आपने उसको एक स्पेशल कैंपेन ड्राइव किया, और वो जो आपका कंटेंट है वो सिंपल कंटेंट था, बट वो एक इमोशन के साथ आप पोस्ट करते हैं. सो जब स्टार्टअप अपनी तरफ से कुछ कंटेंट डाल रहे हैं, तो उनको किस पॉइंट्स को कवर करना चाहिए सो दैट वो एंड रीच तक पहुंचे?
राइट, तो ना एक जर्नी ये है कि आप सबसे पहले तो एक आई यूज द वर्ड शर्म, कि शर्म एक ऐसी चीज़ है ना कि कोई भी इंसान को आगे बढ़ने से मतलब पैसा, दोस्त, वो सब छोड़ दो. शर्म ऐसी चीज़ है कि वो इंसान को बहुत पीछे रोकता है कि मेरी इंग्लिश अच्छी है, सही है, मेरा नॉलेज अच्छा है, सही है, लोग मुझे जज करेंगे. बट ट्रस्ट में विद दैट कि इसको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता आप क्या कर रहे हो. जैसे अपन सोचते कि वो अपने बारे में सोच रहा होगा, उस तरीके से दे आर थिंकिंग अबाउट अस. तो द मोमेंट यू स्टॉप बीइंग शर्म कि मुझे क्या पोस्ट करना है, कैसे रखना है, आपका दिमाग वो चलता है कि आपको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है कंटेंट को. जर्नी ये है कि आप पहले तो अपना प्रोफाइल पिक्चर अच्छा करो, अच्छा यू कम आउट ऑफ पब्लिक. लॉट ऑफ फाउंडर्स आई मीट लाइक नो 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 नो, आई रियली वांट टू बी एट द बैक स्टेज में, अपना फेस नहीं लाऊंगा, मेरा काम बोलना चाहिए. बट ट्रस्ट मी नाउ, ब्रांड, इंडिविजुअल ब्रांड सेल्स मोर देन अ प्रोडक्ट. वो क्यों होता है ना, बिकॉज आज इतना ज़्यादा मार्केट में नॉइज है कि ट्रस्ट करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. आज आप अमेज़न पे जाओ, कहीं भी जाओ, जिसमें कुछ बाय कर रहा था, आई नो कि ओके शार्क टैंक में आए थे, तो एक एक ट्रस्ट बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट आता है आपका. 1980s, तो 2000 में, 2005, 10, 2015 तक के क्या था कि आपके बहुत कम ऑप्शंस थे आपके पास में. बहुत कम D2C ब्रांड थे, बहुत कम स्टार्टअप्स थे. मतलब इंडिया में बेसिकली 2016 के बाद काफ़ी रिवॉल्यूशन आया. यूपीआई आपका आ गया, सब आ गया. Now you can't use the same strategy which worked in the past as of now with the current scenario. Get yourself out, start putting out content every day. You need not need to put up what you sell. Put out your personal journey. आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, आप हेल्थ में फ्रीक हो, आपका जो भी पैशन है उसका कंटेंट डालो. कनेक्ट विद द ऑडियंस मोर एंड मोर, एंड देन लेट पीपल विजिट योर प्रोफाइल. आप क्या करते हो, रागी लड्डू हो गया, जो भी मैं सामान बेच रहा हूँ, डे वन से नहीं बेचा. 1 साल, 6 महीना, आई पुट आउट मोर कंटेंट, कनेक्टेड विद पीपल. आप लोगों से जितना कनेक्ट कर पाओगे ना, क्योंकि हम सब एक ही इंसान हैं, या द मोस्ट कन्फ्यूज क्रिएचर इन द वर्ल्ड. तो आप अपना कंटेंट डालो, क्या कर रहे हो, क्या नहीं कर रहे हो, योर पास्ट के बारे में, कंपनीज के बारे में, आपकी टीम के बारे में, एंड देन सडनली पुट आउट योर लिंक कि हे गाइस, यू रियली वांट टू बाय समथिंग, दिस इज अ लिंक. एक बार वो करोगे ना, वो जो एक्सरसाइज है उसका सबसे बड़ा फायदा क्या है कि व्हेन यू विल पुट आउट अ कंटेंट फॉर योर ब्रांड, आपका बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट वही कंटेंट जाएगा जो अपने ऑडियंस से कनेक्ट कर पा रहे हो. अगर आप डायरेक्टली बेचने जाओगे, आप जाओगे ChatGPT 3 पे, आप जाओगे गूगल पे, ओके माय ग्रामर विल बी परफेक्ट, मेरा एक फ़ोटो होना चाहिए, मैं बर्थडे विश कर रहा हूँ, दिवाली विश कर रहा हूँ, ये कर रहा हूँ, और मेरे को उससे सेल आना चाहिए. वो गलत एक्सपेक्टेशंस है. तो टू कंक्लूड, टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन, कि आप एक जर्नी डिसाइड करो, पहले अपनी जर्नी को बाहर लेके जाओ, सटनली पुट करो कमेंट में कि यू कैन बाय फ्रॉम दिस. देन व्हेन यू डू दिस एक्सरसाइज, व्हाटएवर बिजनेस यू डू, स्टार्टअप यू डू, वो आपके बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट कंटेंट में आपका सिंप्लिसिटी आ जाता है.
ओके, दैट्स नाइस. आपका एक और स्ट्रैटेजी है, जैसे आप किसी फेस्टिवल ओकेशन पे या किसी पर्टिकुलर ओकेशन पे एक बड़ा टारगेट सेट करते हैं, लेट्स से 10,000 कैंडल फॉर दिस दिवाली. देन उसके बाद फिर आप क्या करते हैं, उस पूरे टारगेट को बहुत छोटे छोटे सेगमेंट में, 500 फॉर दिस मंथ, 10 फॉर टुडेज. तो धीरे धीरे कस्टमर को लगता है ओके, नाउ दिस इज करेक्ट टाइम टू हिट ऑन दिस. तो वो काफी कैची था. कैसे आया ये, और कैसे आपने इसको ग्राउंड तक पहुंचाया?
राइट, ये सबसे बड़ा फायदा, बीट सोशल बीट नॉन सोशल. ऑल्सो एक और मेरे को सब बोलते हैं कि अमित, बिकॉज इट यू आर ए मोर ऑफ अ सोशल वेंचर, तो आपका सामान बहुत बिका. ट्रस्ट मी, 70% कस्टमर डजंट नो अबाउट मिट्टी कि हम क्या कॉस्ट फुलफिल कर रहे हैं. दे परचेज बिकॉज देयर वाज अ ब्रांड वैल्यू, दे परचेज बिकॉज दे रियली वांटेड दैट प्रोडक्ट, दे परचेज बिकॉज पहली बार किसने और कोई तरीके से बेचा है. मतलब किसने बेचा नहीं है, दे गॉट हुक टू द स्टोरी, दे वांटेड दैट प्रोडक्ट, बट सही टाइम पे उनके सामने आ गए. फोर्थ, एवरीबडी वांट्स टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ समवंस अचीवमेंट. मिट्टी के रंग भले एक सोशल वेंचर है, बट जिसको नहीं पता है कि हाँ यार इनका 70% टारगेट पूरा हो गया, मेरा एक बाय करने से अगर 1% बढ़ता तो क्यों नहीं. तो द मोर, सॉरी, होता क्या, आप एक बड़ी पिक्चर दिखा दो, ये करना है, ब्रेक डाउन दैट इनटू प्रोसेस. चलो ये, द मोमेंट यू पुट आउट अ बिग पिक्चर, देन यू आर इनटू द प्रेशर ऑफ फुलफिलिंग इट. यू, मतलब आपकी शर्म, आपकी सब गई साइड में, वो कुछ नहीं होगा. तो फ्रॉम डे वन यू विल मेक श्योर कि यार पब्लिक को पता है मैंने टारगेट रखा है, मेरा नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा, नहीं हुआ तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट एटलीस्ट यू आर पुटिंग आउट एफर्ट्स. सो दैट्स व्हाई विद एवरी टारगेट वी नो कितने एफर्ट्स डालने हैं. एवरी डे यू वेक अप, यू डू द प्रोसेस कि मुझे ये काम करना है, डोंट थिंक अबाउट द रिजल्ट्स. मतलब वेरी ऑनेस्टली मेरे को भी कभी कभी लगता है कि यार क्या होगा, मैं एमएसडी की बात रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, बट सच में द मोमेंट वी, और ये पहले से करते आ रहे कि यार एम क्या था, उसके बाद बैक पैकिंग था, कल क्या करना है, आज क्या करना है, उस पर फोकस है. हैव आई डन माई बिट ऑफ वर्क परफेक्टली वेल. अगर आज 10 का टारगेट है, पहले 10 तो अचीव करूँ मैं. हम क्या होता है कि मतलब एज अ एंटरप्रेन्योर और वट एवर वी डू, वी ट्राई टू अचीव वेरी बिग थिंग्स. उसमें मतलब मैं इवन मेरे भाई को बोलता हूँ फॉर द रिकॉर्ड कि यार होता कैसा है ना कि सब लोग को क्या लगता है कि भाई रातों रात बड़ा बनना है, रातों रात कुछ मैजिक हो जाए, ये वो नहीं होता है. ऑप्टिमिस्ट रहो, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन ना पेसिमिस्टिक होना जरूरी है कि करना है, कैसे करना है. तो पीपल वेट फॉर द परफेक्ट आइडिया टू कम इन, कि मेरा परफेक्ट आइडिया आएगा, मैं स्टार्टअप लॉन्च करूंगा, मुझे पैसा चाहिए. नहीं, एवरी डे यू वर्क फॉर. और इवन ये मैं कनेक्ट कैसे कर पा रहा हूँ कि अगर आप जॉब कर रहे हो, आप कॉलेज में हो, वी ऑल थिंक कि हमको फुल टाइम ही आपको स्टार्टअप कर सकते हो. विथ माई एक्सपीरियंस आई वर्क एट द बैंक ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क मेलन फॉर 7 years. Every day I know that I was working for Mitti Karan for 1 hour every day. That gave me a confidence कि अमित, I can leave my job, जॉब नहीं भी, अगर एमकार नहीं भी चलता है, with the network I have created, with the work I have put in, कुछ तो मेरा हो जाएगा. तो आपको जॉब नहीं छोड़ना है, आपको अपने कॉलेज में कर रहे हो तो करते रहो. Every day put in efforts. To answer your question quickly, the moment you put out a target every day when you come out in front of public, अगेन वही बात आ गई कि आप सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट कर रहे हो. मैंने बहुत बार ये भी डाला है कि आज कुछ नहीं बिका है, आई हैव बीन वल्नरेबल कि भाई मेरा कुछ नहीं हुआ है. तो ह्यूमन बीइंग लगता है भाई ये ईमानदारी से बोल रहा है, ये एड़ा नहीं बना रहा है. तो द मोर योर ह्यूमन, ट्रस्ट मी, पीपल विल कम टू सपोर्ट यू. यहाँ पे होता कैसा है ना, वी ट्राई टू बी सो प्रोफेशनल, सो प्रोफेशनल कि नहीं, उससे नहीं काम होता. अगर उससे काम होने होते तो आज गोल्फ में कोई क्लब ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहा होता, कोई क्लब्स ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे होते, कोई मीटअप्स सोसाइटीज ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे होते. इट्स ऑल अबाउट ह्यूमन कनेक्शन. सो विद दैट वन कोट इज देयर व्हिच आई बीन फॉलोइंग फ्रॉम ऑलमोस्ट अ डेकेड: मेक कनेक्शंस व्हेन यू डोंट नीड द मोस्ट. आप लोगों से रिश्ता जब बनाओ जब आपको उनसे कुछ मतलब नहीं है, तो वो टाइम पे ना आप दिल से मिलते हो. और मेरे केस में इतने बड़े बड़े डील्स क्लोज किए मैंने वो लोगों से जो मेरे नेटवर्क में 2014 से थे. 8 साल वी जस्ट केप्ट चिलिंग, कुछ हमारा कॉमन था नहीं, बट जब कुछ आया इट वाज जस्ट कि भाई ये करना है, नो ऑप्शन. दैट्स ऑल.
Yeah, that's a very interesting interaction with you. और जो आपने लिंक्डइन की सिंपल टिप्स शेयर करी हैं, डेफिनेटली हमारे स्टार्टअप्स को और जितने भी आज के व्यूअर्स जो इस कॉल में अटेंड करें उनको बहुत सारा हेल्प मिलेगा इससे. एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ जबलपुर इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर एंड जबलपुर स्मार्ट सिटी. आई हार्टी थैंक्स टू यू कि सारा चीज़ें हमने भी लिंक्डइन पे डिस्कस किया और ये सेशन प्लान किया. So thank you very much. Surely we will connect you for more such kind of session. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.